It's hard to calculate how many human trafficking victims travel I-10 each day.
Obviously, coming through Houston, heading toward Louisiana, Florida, Georgia. Atlanta, Georgia is another big hub for trafficking. There's just no telling how many go through.
Darla Daigle is the education specialist at the Rape and Suicide Crisis Center of Southeast Texas. She says I-10 is the main corridor in the U.S. for moving human trafficking victims.
Houston is the international hub for the human trafficking, and that's one of the reasons it's got an international airport.
Some victims can be forced to work, but most are forced into prostitution. Daigle says sex traffickers often stop at truck stops or rest stops for business.
Because it does happen a lot at truck stops. There are also a lot of rest stops in Texas, and they can traffic the girls easily and make breaks and stops.
Daigle says some victims are from other countries.
Smuggled people are willingly coming across and paying. However, a lot of them also then become traffic victims when the smuggler decides to keep their paper and say, well, you still owe me so much money.
Others are Americans.
Runaways, it's 1 in 3 of them are picked up by a trafficker within 48 hours. There's 450,000 runaways in America every year.
Daigle is working to start a human trafficking task force in Southeast Texas.
As a force of different agencies, we're wanting to see where we all fit into this puzzle of recognizing it, stopping it, and helping the victims.
2 students at Lamar University want to be a part of that task force. They started the group Blind No More in November.
We started it especially in this area just because the lack of awareness on sex trafficking. People think that either it doesn't happen or that it happens just overseas.
Daigle says working together in a task force is essential to fighting human trafficking.
Because without that, we don't have the connection to get these victims when we do pull them out of the lifestyle and try to help them and get them back in a normal life.
In Beaumont, Huet, Fox 4 News.